All right, so guys, it's time for Obamagate. So we've been hearing a lot about this. Um, doesn't seem like Trump actually knows what he wants. He was asked like even like right at the start of this, what crime is Obama committing? He goes, "You know what the crime is." Here, I'll play a little clip for you guys.
Mr. President, in one of your Mother's Day tweets, you appear to accuse President Obama of the biggest political crime in American history by far. Those were your words. What crime exactly are you accusing President Obama of committing, and do you believe the Justice Department should prosecute him?
Obamagate. It's been going on for a long time. It's been going on from before I even got elected. And it's a disgrace that it happened. And if you look at what's gone on, and if you look at now all of this information that's being released, and from what I understand, that's only the beginning. Some terrible things happened, and it should never be allowed to happen in our country again. And you'll be seeing what's going on over the coming weeks. I wish you'd write honestly about it, but unfortunately, you choose not to do so. Yeah, John, please.
Crime. What is the crime exactly that you're accusing him of?
You know what the crime is. The crime is very obvious to everybody. All you have to do is read the newspapers, except yours.
Said many times.
Yeah, no, it's clear. Obama, he did all those horrible things, man. And he did a lot of horrible things, by the way. And this whole spying thing, there's probably some truth to it, in terms of Obama's direct involvement with it. But if Trump is so against spying and is so anti-establishment, why did he reenact the lone wolf provision in the Patriot Act? Everybody says they're anti-establishment, says they're progressive, and then all they do is continue the same centrist, goofy shit that they've been doing for the last, I don't know how many years, 20 years, I don't know. And I think I've seen a few polls on the Patriot Act and supported it, and nobody likes the Patriot Act. Nobody likes the Patriot Act, because why should the government have access to your files? You should never have, unless you are a convicted criminal. The government should have no place in seeing who you are or doing any kind of surveillance. Listen, everybody talks about the Communist Party in China, how they're evil because they follow their people blatantly and openly, but the U.S. is doing the same thing, but just behind closed doors. Obviously not to the same extent, but what is the Patriot Act? It's literally what the Patriot Act is. It's just there to spy on people, spy on citizens, innocent or not. They can do whatever they want. And of course, Obama was just as bad as Trump. They're all the same, frankly. I don't know. Some guy must have all their nudes, all their sex tapes, because doesn't matter who's in power. They always seem to want to reinstate the Patriot Act and all of its clauses. I think that's just fucking sad, man. And that's why these people like Charles Booker in Kentucky, and why the U.S. needs to get rid of people like Amy McGrath, people like Nancy Pelosi, who they're all about the symbolic gestures, but they never actually do anything tangible. They act like they're human rights, freedom of speech. We're gonna stand up for black people. We're gonna make them. We're gonna get them amazing, jobs, amazing lives. They say all these things. We're gonna fix prison reform. We're gonna fix the justice system. We're gonna stop police brutality against black people. And then wait, when it comes time to actually do anything, what? I never said it. We stood in a little hallway with Kente cloths on our knees. So now we're good. We finished. That's our job done. Who cares about actual policy change? No, that's not really our job, is it? Oh wait, it is your exact fucking job, and you decide to do nothing. So yeah, I don't know, man. He can't complain about Obama spying on him and then reauthorize the Patriot Act. It's just a big double standard, And as far as I could tell, I didn't see him ever complaining about it. And of course, it's obviously not him directly that does it, but if he told his base, if he told Republicans, don't vote for this, it'd be much harder to pass it. Listen, the Patriot Act was voted in favor 98 to 1. 98 to 1. One little man, one Democrat voted against it, and all the rest voted yes. For something that just basically just kills the independence of a citizen, the privacy of a citizen. It just kills it. You know, now you're just basically giving the government free reign to do whatever the fuck they like with everybody's information, whether they like it or not. And look, this is the whole. Everybody's like, oh, Snowden. Listen, Snowden probably told us a tiny bit of what actually happens out there, and yeah, man, I just fucked. And I think that we should focus more on the actual important issues and not on, you know, destroying statues, because all that stuff won't actually stop police brutality. Obviously, listen, statues are a symbol of a culture, and they play an important role in terms of what they symbolize. So when you have just slave traders that did nothing really with their lives that is of note, all they really represent is slave trade. But at the same time, when you take down those statues, the policy is the same, the police officers are the same, the people in power are the same. Nothing actually changes. So why are people focusing on these things? They don't matter. Focus on things like the Patriot Act, where your liberty is being violated every day by the government. Focus on real, tangible policy changes. People that are focused on policy and not on symbolic gestures like the Pelosi and her gang, which I said a lot of times today, but you know, it's just facts. And yeah, man. So let me know.